Have you ever heard of a magical fish that grants wishes? Sounds like a myth, right? But what happened to Omar, the fisherman, will make you think twice. This is a story you won't forget. Omar was a simple fisherman who lived in a small village by the sea. He had inherited his tiny boat from his father, who had taught him the art of fishing when he was just a boy. The ocean was his only source of income, but recently, it had not been kind to him. Every day, Omar would leave his home before sunrise, casting his net for hours, only to return empty-handed. Fish had become scarce, and the winds never favored his sails. He barely had enough to feed his family, and the weight of worry pressed heavily on his heart. One day, as he sat alone on his boat in the middle of a calm, endless sea, Omar muttered bitterly to himself. "What did I do to deserve this? All I want is a simple catch to live with dignity." Just as he was about to give up and head back to shore, Omar felt a sudden, powerful tug on his fishing line. His heart raced as he gripped the rod tightly. This must be a big one, he thought, pulling with all his strength. But what emerged from the water was no ordinary fish. It was a shimmering, golden fish that sparkled under the sunlight. Omar had never seen anything like it before. And then, something unbelievable happened. The fish spoke. "Please don't take me. If you let me go, I'll grant you one wish." Omar's eyes widened in shock. Was he dreaming? Had the long days at sea driven him mad? You can talk," he stammered. "Yes," the fish replied calmly. "I'm a magical fish. Release me, and your wish will come true." Omar thought quickly. He could ask for great riches or fame, but he chose something simple yet important. "I want a plentiful catch, so I never have to struggle with hunger again." The golden fish smiled and said, "Your wish is granted. The sea will be generous to you from now on. But remember, always be grateful for what you have." With a splash, the fish disappeared back into the water. The next morning, Omar rose before dawn, filled with a strange sense of hope. He sailed into the sea and cast his net as usual. To his astonishment, it immediately filled with large, glistening fish. "Is this real?" Omar whispered in disbelief as he pulled up the heavy net. His boat was soon overflowing with fish. For the first time in years, he returned home with a smile on his face. Day after day, the sea continued to be kind to him. His nets never came back empty. Omar became the most successful fisherman in the village, and word of his miraculous fortune spread far and wide. As time passed, Omar often thought about the golden fish and its final words, "Always be grateful for what you have." He realized that true wealth wasn't just about having plenty but appreciating what you already had. Determined to share his blessings, Omar began helping the poor in his village, giving them food and teaching young fishermen the secrets of the sea. He became not only admired for his success, but also loved for his kindness and generosity. And so, Omar lived a happy life, full of gratitude and generosity. He learned that the real magic wasn't in the wish granted by a golden fish, but in the power of contentment and kindness. Moral: be thankful for what you have, for true happiness lies not in having more but in appreciating what you already possess.